You have Maya sleeping elephant coming and about to enter her womb in her dream. It is called Maya's dream. On the way to Maike, on the way to that is Lumbini region, that is Lumbini or Rumindei, how you want to spell it. जाते जाते बीच में ही she gives a birth to Buddha. Buddha came out from the side of the mother. यहाँ से if you see in most of the sculptures of Buddha's birth, Buddha यहाँ से छोटा सा बच्चा बाहर आ रहा है बगल से. किसी ने बताया, एक एस्ट्रोलॉजर था, कि भाई these are महापुरुष लक्षण. ये बच्चा आगे जाके एक तो महान राजा बनेगा या महान बैरागी बनेगा. डोंट टेक दिस स्टोरी लिटरली. आई डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट कि बुद्धा सच में 20-25 साल तक घर से बाहर निकला ही नहीं. बट अगेन इफ यू गो टू मार्क्सिस्ट हिस्टोरियंस, दे वुड हैव अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी. सो वी नो दैट देयर स्टोरी दैट माया, बुद्धा's mother, was sleeping, and in her dream there entered the big, huge white tusker, white elephant, who was Airavata. Airavata is Indra ka Vahan. And in the dream, he just descended from the high skies and entered her womb. And that is how Buddha was conceived. It's just, again, do not go into miraculous aspect because it's a hagiography, it's not a biography. And this event is particularly shown multiple times in many Buddhist arts. You have Maya sleeping elephant coming and about to enter her womb in her dream. It is called Maya's dream, and that is how Buddha was conceived. Then, after some time, Buddha was born, birth of Buddha. Now, Maya typically जो होता है is going to Maike for delivery. En route, on the way to Maike, on the way to that is Lumbini region, that is Lumbini or Rumindei, how you want to spell it. जाते जाते बीच में ही she gives a birth to Buddha. तो रास्ते में हो गया. Now, story about Buddha's birth is quite interesting. The birth was very painless to mother because Buddha came out from the side of the mother. यहाँ से if you see in most of the sculptures of Buddha's birth, Buddha यहाँ से छोटा सा बच्चा बाहर आ रहा है बगल से. Right? You see in this kind of thing, you have lots of images which depict typical characters. You have Maya standing here, yeah, Buddha coming out, and then on the other side, who is receiving Buddha? It is Indra. Indra. So it is Indra standing over here. And इंदिरा के हाथ में क्या है यहाँ पे? टॉवेल. So on the towel, Indra is taking Buddha. On the other side, there is another woman standing, and she is Maya's sister, Mahaprajapati Gautami. And one thing is that Buddha's mother is holding a branch of tree in her hand, branch of sal tree. So she is, that is considered very important. हाथ में पेड़ की टहनी पकड़ी हुई है, because the tree is considered as a symbol of birth, symbol of fertility and fecundity. So that is also a very symbolic position or posture. Okay, so this is a typical story of birth of Buddha. Problem was that although the birth was quite painless as per the story, within a week, 7 दिन के अंदर there was the death of the mother. Mother passed away, and then her sister, that is Mahaprajapati Gautami, became Buddha's foster mother. She also married Buddha's father, and then she became, their maternal aunt became foster mother as well, and she is the one जिसने बड़ा किया है बुद्धा को. Yes. अच्छा, ऐसा कोई पूछ रहा है शायद करके. No problem. So this is the story. Now when Buddha was born, it is said that he took 7 steps. 7 पैर छोटे छोटे ले लिए, and wherever he put his foot, वहां पे we have emergence of a lotus. ये लोटस स्टोरी 2 बार आती है. ऑन द बर्थ ऑफ बुद्धा इट कम्स वंस, एंड देन व्हेन बुद्धा इज गेटिंग एनलाइटनमेंट, वहां भी वही स्टोरी, जहां पैर रखेंगे वहां कमल आएगा, एंड दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज द सिंबल ऑफ ग्रेटनेस. तो a wise astrologer, his name was Asita, he predicted that this child would become either great emperor or a great religious leader. Why? Because the lotus appear, and secondly, Buddha had 32 lakshanas, 32 signs on him. The way his feet, the way his hair, the way his entire body had 32 signs. They are called as lakshanas. And based on वो लक्षण, किसी ने बताया, एक एस्ट्रोलॉजर था, कि भाई these are महापुरुष लक्षण. ये बच्चा आगे जाके एक तो महान राजा बनेगा या महान बैरागी बनेगा. एंड द फादर नाउ इज वेरी केयरफुल. महान बैरागी कौन बनता है? जो सत्य को ढूंढता है. सत्य को कौन ढूंढता है? जो आदमी दुखी होता है, वेदना में होता है, तो आई एम टेकिंग द कोच, तो आई एम टेकिंग द वाउ दैट आई विल इंश्योर दैट माय चाइल्ड विल नॉट सी दुख एंड वेदना एवर इन लाइफ। वो राजा ही बनेगा, महान चक्रवर्ती राजा। सो दैट इज स्टोरी ऑफ बुद्धा's growing up. So as per the chief priest's instructions to his father, he was kept sheltered from outside world in a palace. His father provided all luxuries in the palace. अब वेदना नहीं देंगे तो आदमी, दुखी नहीं होगा तो सत्य नहीं ढूंढेगा। तो almost for 3 decades he was like a palace prisoner. He had all the luxuries in the life. Siddhartha was even married to Yashodhara of Kolia tribe again, and son was Rahul. So, and ये बात की बात है कि both Yashodhara and Rahul would become his disciples, but at this point of time he has not seen the world outside. Then you have a story, एक दिन उसके मन में आता है चल दुनिया देख लेते हैं। Again, don't take this story literally. I do not expect कि बुद्धा सच में 20-25 साल तक घर से बाहर निकला ही नहीं हो, ऐसे नहीं होगा। But the point is that once you create the contrast that he has not seen anything and now suddenly he is seeing, you take it metaphorically. Now you see me. When you see something for the first time, भले आपने उसको 2 बार 10 बार पहले देखा हो, when you realize it for the first time, it is a new vision. So in that metaphorical sense, you take this story that he had not seen the world, now he saw the world. But anyway, when he left the palace for the first time, he spotted 4 things which changed his life. Now, मतलब at the age of 29, रात को या दिन को जैसे भी हो, चुपके से घर से एक बार निकलने के लिए, टहलने के लिए बाहर निकला। And then he actually was aided by a Ratha Suta, his charioteer called Chanda, and a horse called Kantaka. Now, these are typical MCQ things because in many stories, this charioteer and Kantaka are depicted in images. So, मैं सोचा नाम दे दूं आपको। अब यही story है that he got 4 sights. What are the 4 sights? What did he see? He saw that there is some person who is very old. He had not seen an old person before. भाई ये बुढ़ापा क्या होता है? He is asking the charioteer, what is this oldness? And the charioteer saying, everybody has to become old and life is difficult. Then he saw somebody who is very ill, diseased, एकदम जमीन पे तड़प रहा है कुछ disease में। भाई ये क्या होता है? It is called disease. Then you have a dead man. हर एक को मरना है, अच्छा मुझे भी मरना है, तुमको भी मरना है। And then he saw one sadhu. So, जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि. It is said in Gita also. तो जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि, इससे मुक्ति तो है नहीं किसी को, हम सबको मरना है, हम सबको बूढ़ा होना है, हम सबको डिसीज होने हैं, ये होना ही है। And these are inevitable truth. Life is full of unhappiness and suffering. Why is it inevitable? How to get to know? He was shocked about the reality of life, and he ultimately started to struggle with it internally. What is this? This is not the life I want. And this is not something that anybody should have. He was shocked. And then he started to think about it, and he had extreme inner urge, that extreme inner urge to find the solution to the cause of suffering is called as samvega. So samvega is an important term in Buddhism. Unless and until you feel samvega, you don't have that inner urge to achieve nirvana or enlightenment. You start with that is the first thing कि मेरे अंदर मतलब उसमें यूपीएससी क्यों करना है? पहली इच्छा कहाँ से आई? वो जो इंटरनल मोटिवेशन है, दैट इज योर समवेग, दैट इज द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द मेंटल जर्नी। बाकी सब चीजें बाद में आती, समवेग। सो internal struggle, sense of shock, dismay, and spiritual urgency to reach liberation and escape from the suffering of samsara. So he, उसके बाद उसने कहा ये कुछ नहीं, let us wake up at night one day and then run away. इस पैलेस की मुक्ति निकालते। तो अल्टीमेटली विद द सेम हॉर्स एंड सेम चैरोटियर रात को बुद्धा साहब भाग गए। Now that is a story. That story is called as Great Departure. Why did he run? He ran for looking for the solution to the problem of cause of suffering. ये क्यों होता है? And this is the famous place. अब ये उसका पैलेस कहाँ था? Anybody? His palace was located at a place called as Kapilavastu. Kapilavastu. It was a great city, and in that city he used to live for a long time. But आज के दिन कहाँ पे है कपिलावस्तु? It is lost. We have all the other places in Buddha's life identified. Kapilavastu is lost. There are 2 candidates for Kapilavastu. One of them is in Nepal, one of them is in India. These are 2 possible candidates. इसमें से कोई ना कोई एक कपिलवस्तु पक्का होगा। On India's side, the place we have is called as Piprahawa. Piprahawa. It's in UP. And there we have found a great stupa और बुद्धा की अस्थियां मिली थी, वहां पर इंस्क्रिप्शन था वगैरह वगैरह. सो पिपरहवा, इंडिया सेज, इंडियन साइड सेज कि यही असली कपिला वस्तु है. एंड नेपाल साइड ऑल्सो यू हैव तिलाउरा कोट, इफ यू वांट अ नेम ऑन नेपाल साइड. ठीक है, जो कुछ हो, both of them are in ruins. There is no great city anymore, so you can just guess. But it was a great city, and city had a great palace in Kapilavastu from where Buddha ran away. The question is why and how. तो इसके बारे में कहा जाता है कि जिस दिन वो भाग गया, he had to run away secretly in the night because his father would not allow him, his family would not allow him. And तो उसको रात को चुपके से भागना पड़ा, आवाज ना आए. इफ यू सी लॉट ऑफ स्कल्पचर्स लाइक दिस, यू सी देयर इज अ हॉर्स, कंटका, बुद्धा बैठा है, एंड देन वो रात को घोड़ा चुपके से जा रहा है, भगवान आए थे वहां पे. ऐसे कहा जाता है दैट वी हैव दिस यक्षास, दिस यक्षास आर होल्डिंग द हूफ्स ऑफ द हॉर्स. ये जमीन पे ना पड़े, आवाज आएगी, शहर जाग जाए. So they muffled the hoof of the horse so that he can secretly run away. But the point is that he ran away, and जिस दिन वो भाग गए उसी दिन कहा जाता है that his son was born, राहुल. अब ये तो और बड़ी, अब ये थोड़ा सा ना, you have to go in this story little metaphorically. The reason being, look at this coincidence. Name is राहुल. राहुल का मतलब क्या होता है? बंधन, राइट. जिस दिन बंधन को तोड़ के जा रहे हैं, फिर दिन नया बंधन सामने है, राहुल. Right, so this is not coincidence. That is my understanding. These are metaphorical stories. But anyway, Rahul was born on the same day he left. As I said, why did he leave? To look for the cause and cure of human misery and suffering. But again, if you go to Marxist historians, they would have a different story. Marxist लोग कहते हैं कि उस जमाने में ये जो शाक्य ट्राइब है and कोलिया ट्राइब है, both of them were fighting continuous, violent, bloody and gory battles over the river water. नदी का पानी किसको मिलेगा? And Gautam, Siddhartha was angry. Why to kill so many people and indulge in violence? And the protest, he wanted to find a solution, how to stop this violence, so he ran up. Now this is the story, this is the interpretation given by modern historian Didi Kosambi. But the traditional story is that he ran away in the search of truth to find a cause and cure of human suffering. But ultimately, whatever be the reason, what he has done, he has become a seeker. So Mahabhinishkarman, it's an important, he has become a seeker now. Then we have him going here, and पहली बात तो घर से निकलते हैं, he goes to Rajagriha. So Rajagriha was the capital of Magadha. Magadha was a neighboring state of Shakyas. And Magad में राजा कौन था? Bimbisar. We have seen Bimbisar story in the previous chapter already. Bimbisar actually, अब देखो ना, ये गौतम, सिद्धार्थ गौतम जो है, ये कोई आम इंसान नहीं है. He comes from the royal family. He's already well known. He's being prepared as a future राजा. तो ये महान, मतलब he is leaving the palace itself. राजा ने त्याग कर दिया. अगर आप और मैं करें तो बात अलग है ना. बट अगर कोई सेक्रेटरी आके, जैसे आज के दिन में होता है, बट एनीवे चलो ठीक है. बट पॉइंट इज दैट बिंबिसार के पास खबर पहुंची थी. बिंबिसार वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कि भाई व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, आप कितने महान हो, आप आ जाइए. बिंबिसार वेलकम्ड हिम इन राजगीर एंड सेड कि भाई योर सर्च इज फॉर गुड कॉज, लेट मी गो ऑन दैट सर्च. आप हमारे राजा बनिए, यू टेक द गद्दी ऑफ मगध, आप यहीं के. तो गौतम ने कहा कि भाई ये थोड़ी बात हुई, आई डोंट वांट एनी गद्दी, but because you are so generous and so kind, I promise you that whenever I attain enlightenment, yours will be the first place I will come and visit. And मैं आपको आशीर्वाद दे दूंगा. Thank you, टाटा, बाय बाय. So he left. And then he kept on searching. अब ये पूरा सर्च की जो कहानी है ना, wandered for 6 years in search of true knowledge in the company of other saints. He attached himself to various teachers but was not satisfied by their instruction. So he failed to find the truth. इसके यहाँ पे ये स्टोरी है. There is lot of detail in there. He, मतलब जैसे आप फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, सेकंड अटेम्प्ट, उसने मल्टीपल अटेम्प्ट दिए एनलाइटनमेंट, उसको नहीं मिला एनलाइटनमेंट, ना फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में ना सेकंड अटेम्प्ट में. इन एवरी अटेम्प्ट ही ट्राइड डिफरेंट स्ट्रेटजी. समटाइम्स ही वेंट टू सम ब्राह्मणास, then went to some kind of other Jainas, then some other philosophies. Somebody said do yoga, he did lot of yoga. Somebody said do lot of meditation, he did lot of meditation. Extreme penance, extreme penance. You'll see there are a lot of photos like the sculptures like this in Gandhar school. किसी ने कहा कि भाई इतना फास्टिंग करो एकदम जगह बैठ के कि भाई सब तुम्हारा खत्म हो जाए. तो देर आर फेमस बुद्धा स्कल्पचर्स कॉल्ड फास्टिंग बुद्धा विच से सारी हड्डी हड्डी पसली सब दिख रही है. एंड देन ही रियलाइज्ड इससे कुछ नहीं होना. वी हैव वन गुरु अलार कलमा. ही वाज टीचिंग सांख्य परहैप्स. तो सांख्य ट्राई किया, सब कुछ ट्राई किया, कुछ नहीं हुआ. ही रियलाइज कि भाई दिस इज आल्सो अदर एक्सट्रीम. On one extreme I had extreme luxuries in the palace, and now on the other extreme I'm going for self mortification. मैं खुद को मारे जा रहा हूँ, इससे भी कुछ नहीं होना. If that extreme will not work, this extreme will also not work. What I need is a typical Buddhist philosophy, madhyama marg. I need to nourish my body, I need to have adequate food, I need to sit at one place, and then I have to ponder, and then I will get enlightenment. So he went, he said कि भाई we don't want severe asceticism, वो भी नहीं चाहिए एकदम घोर तपस्या, वो भी बेकार है. So ultimately, after realizing that meditative dhyana was the right path to awakening, Gautama discovered the middle way, a path of moderation, away from extreme of self-indulgence, that was his earlier life, and extreme self-mortification, खुद को मार देना, उन दोनों नहीं. अब कहानी ये है that one day he was sitting at a place under a tree, and under a tree there came a woman. Her name is Sujata. It's a very famous story in Buddhism. Lots of Indian painters have painted the story that she used to worship a Naga Devata under the tree. And एक दिन बुद्धा बैठा, उसको लगा ये नाग देवता आ गए, तो जो कुछ है she offered him खीर. तो बुद्धा had खीर कि भाई I will not go for extreme fasting, I need to have food and nourishment, I need to have strength to go for proper meditation. तो वो एक बहुत बड़ा एक कि बाद में सुजाता को भी मोक्ष मिल जाता है. That story, somebody who fed Buddha for the पहली भिक्षा, पहला food उस time. And then Buddha started to sit at one place. That place was under the peepal tree. So at the age of 29 he had left house. 6 साल के बाद, after 6 years of search, he came to single place, and then I will sit and then I will do meditation. So it was under tree of peepal. So peepal ka ped is again very important in Indian history since Harappan time. It's a sacred tree, right? अब इसी पेड़ के नीचे बुद्धा को मिल गया संबोधि. तो इस पेड़ को, पीपल को, इन ईस्ट एशिया दे कॉल बो ट्री. बो ट्री, बो कहते हैं, बुद्धा, बुद्धिज्म, बोधि से बो ट्री. एंड एट अ प्लेस कॉल्ड उरुवेला ऑन द बैंक्स ऑफ निरंजना. अब ये उरुवेला बाद में क्या बनता है बताइए? Where did Buddha get enlightenment? बोध गया, उरुवेला, ठीक है, on the banks of Niranjana, present day Falgu river. Finally, after 49 days, 7 weeks of meditation, he attained nirvana, enlightenment, and became the Buddha. अब वो भी कहानी बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग है, बिकॉज अगेन सिंबॉलिक स्टोरी. जस्ट बिफोर, जैसे जैसे उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ गया, द मोमेंट ही स्टार्टेड टू हैव विजन, उसके डिजायर्स, ऑब्स्टेकल्स, हर्डल्स भी बढ़ गए. So there is a story in the in very mythical sense that there was a demon called Mara, and Mara attacked Buddha. और अटैक भी ऐसे था कि भाई बुद्धा का पूरा हम कंसंट्रेशन भंग कर दे, फोकस तोड़ दे, ताकि ही विल नॉट अटेन द एनलाइटनमेंट. अब मारा ने अटैक कैसे किया? देयर टू वर्जन्स ऑफ द स्टोरी, महायान वर्जन एंड हिनयान वर्जन. in one version मारा अटैक विद द आर्मी ऑफ डीमंस, राक्षसों की सेना लेके. We have lots of rakshasas there. And in some other version like Mahayan version, Mara attacked, मतलब physical attack तो नहीं है, Mara sent lots of attractive women to him. कि तुम्हारा कौन सी स्टोरी है वो, कौन से ऋषि की स्टोरी है, विश्वामित्र हो जाए, right? So we have that story where मतलब Buddha should feel the desire and get distracted away from the concentration. Either it is the demons or damsels, doesn't matter. The point is Mara attack. But Buddha का ध्यान नहीं भटका. And he wanted to tell everybody, and especially somebody कि भाई देखो मेरा फोकस है, मेरा बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं भटका है. Earth is my witness. So he touched the earth with his right hand. So Buddha is touching the earth with right hand. Earth is my witness. And that was the moment जब सब जगह भूचाल आए, ज्वालामुखी फटे, एंड देन अर्थ विटनेस की भाई बुद्धा का ध्यान भंग नहीं हो रहा है. दैट वाज जस्ट अ मोमेंट बिफोर एनलाइटनमेंट. बुद्धा गॉट द एनलाइटनमेंट. तो दैट वाज द विक्ट्री. तो मारा विजय, it's the story of overcoming all the obstacles and distractions and disasters and hurdles. And that story is indicated through the Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. And that became the moment of Buddha's enlightenment. So the Mara Vijay is the pictorial visual storytelling of बुद्धा को. अब बुद्धा की कहाँ पे नहीं, उसका दिमाग बहुत लंबा हो गया, ऐसे नहीं है. ही इज नॉट शक्तिमान भी नहीं घूम रहा है वो. हाउ डू यू शो बुद्धा गॉट एनलाइटनमेंट के उस मोमेंट को दिखाएंगे कैसे आप? इट्स हैपनिंग इन द माइंड. तो द फिजिकल symbolism is that he's touching the earth with right hand. Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, that is Mara Vijay. Okay. So Mara Vijay. Now what happened is that after Mara Vijay, he got enlightenment, and then he woke up, and then he started walking. After his awakening, Buddha met Tapusa and Bhallika. Tapusa, Bhallika ये दो भाई थे, and they were two merchant brothers, and perhaps they were from Afghanistan. बाली का नाम भी ये बाल्ख रीजन आज वहां है. And it's not a coincidence, because we know that Peshawar, Afghanistan was the other extreme of Uttarapat from the Bangladesh, or Sonargaon, or Tamarlipti, जो कुछ कहो. So from Bengal to Peshawar, Afghan region, you have the Uttarapat, you have all the capitals of different states on the Uttarapat. People are trading, people are walking, तो लोग आ जा रहे हैं. तो कोई अफगान ट्रेडर यहाँ पे आए होंगे, कोई अचरज की बात थोड़ी है. So they are there, and these people, they offered first alms to Buddha after his enlightenment, and then they became Buddha's first lay disciples. They, अब lay disciple क्या होता है? In Buddhism, you have two categories of followers. एक वो फॉलोअर होते हैं जो सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के गृह त्याग करके आते हैं. आई वॉन्ट टू अचीव निर्वाण, लेट मी बिकम भिक्खु. तो भिक्खु जो होते हैं, दे आर दी फुल्ली ऑर्डेन्ड पीपल. वो पूरे मंक बन गए हैं. बट नॉट एवरीबडी हैज विल और कैपेसिटी एंड फ्रीडम एंड चांस टू बिकम भिक्खु. बट दे हैव सम फीलिंग फॉर बुद्धिज्म, दे वांट टू फॉलो सम बुद्धिज्म. तो वो थोड़े बाहर, एक पैर अंदर एक पैर बाहर. So most of the people would not become bhikkhu, they'll become the lay followers. We call them upasaka. So these two people, Tapussa and Bhallika, two brothers who were Afghans, perhaps they were first upasakas. But Buddha के मन में क्या था? बुद्धा के मन में था कि there were 5 Brahmins actually. वो कहानी ऐसे है that when he was looking for enlightenment, before he came to Uruvela, he went everywhere with different people. उसमें एक कहानी कि उसके 5 दोस्त थे, 5 ब्राह्मण, एंड दे सेड कि चलो ये करते हैं. बुद्धा डिड दैट फॉर सम टाइम. अल्टीमेटली बुद्धा को नहीं मिला एनलाइटनमेंट, ना उनको मिला. बुद्धा थॉट ऑफ न्यू पाथ, ही केम हियर. उन्होंने कहा नहीं, ऐसे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. तो दे पार्टेड द वेज बिकॉज दे हैड डिफरेंसेस अबाउट हाउ टू अचीव एनलाइटनमेंट. एंड दोस 5 ब्राह्मण्स वर एक्चुअली देयर इन सारनाथ. नाउ बुद्धा वेंट द अदर वे, ही गॉट एनलाइटनमेंट. नाउ ही वांटेड टू शेयर दैट with those 5 साथीज कि भाई देखो मेरा रास्ता मिल गया मुझे, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. So he dashed straight to Sarnath, and then there he gave first sermon कि भाई मुझे क्या अनुभव आया, आप भी ये करिए. And that first sermon is called as Dhammacakka Pavattana Sutta. Sutta is sutra. It's a kind of poem or writing, rather writing. And in that writing we have Dhammacakka Pavattana, Dharmachakra Pravartana. So we have that being visualized in multiple ways. This is the story that Buddha is preaching to Kaundinya and his 4 colleagues. He has come back. देखो, जब बुद्धा वहां पे आया तो उन्होंने कहा आगत आगत. बुद्धा सेड तथागत तथागत. मतलब उन्होंने कहा तथागत का मतलब क्या है? जो आया और चला गया. तो तथागत became name of Buddha from that point onwards. Tathagata. And then Dhammachakra at Deer Park and Buddha's first. So multiple visuals through which you can indicate that Buddha is giving the first speech. That first speech is extremely important.